Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shade 45.
Wake your punk ass up. That
Crust out, y'all.
Sway in the morning, Shade 45. Playing on that track, we got our guest with us right now, Kenneth Whalum. His new project is called Broken Land. And I just kind of wanted to walk him up the tree a little bit. We didn't cover everything. He was just saying he and I met back in 2004.
Oh, wow.
And I couldn't remember.
Where did you at, Sway?
It's not so. It was downtown here in New York.
Okay.
It's not so much where I was at in 2004. It's the things I did in 2005 to 2008 that erased my memory from 2004.
You was different.
I was a little different back then.
That's all right. You're entitled.
We all were.
I make that point because this man has paid a lot of dues, done a lot of work to get to where he is today. To those who believe was your first project.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And that came out in what year?
09.
And then Through Hell and High Water.
That's this one. I just changed the name.
You changed the name to this?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what okay, cool. So now Broken Land.
Yeah.
It's a new project. This is different though because you're not just playing instruments, you're singing on this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that that's something you've always done?
Not for my own thing. I haven't really. I think I sing background touring for Maxwell and other different things, but it never was real until I wanted it. It never was really. I was like, man, I'll just play my sax. It's easy. It's not really what I didn't feel the need to do it yet. But like I said, I got to a point where that became like the only way I felt like I could tell the story. You know what I mean? So that's just how how it came about. What's the story you're telling in Broken Land? Because just even the title implies that something ain't right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's from a few different perspectives though. Some of the stories are from pre-breakup. Some of the stories are from possible breakup. Some of the stories are from post-breakup, thinking about the pre-breakup. I mean, it's a lot of different. I mean, it's a lot of obviously turmoil within the stories, but I mean, it comes from the span of my life and like seeing a lot of different things and me wanting to like kind of tell these things because I kind of speak a lot about I don't really have other than music, I don't really know how to express certain things. And I feel like once it's built up to a certain point, it's, working against me. So, this was just a good way for me to kind of like release some of those things and like show a side of me that I don't show and probably when I need to.
Man, that's a lot of men getting in touch with the inner selves this year, man. Like, damn, man.
I'm here for it.
This is kind of what we need, though. This type of therapy that we're not going to go out and seek. Right. So we kind of, it's like self-therapy now. Yeah. Like some people self-medicate. Yeah.
I'm like, let me say it and get it over with.
And get it over with. Yeah. You got a song called Empty on here that I listened to. Talk about that. That's the title in itself is kind of powerful.
Yeah, I think that in every relationship there is some level of gray area or like some zone where, just as humans, we tend to like keep something to ourselves. You know what I mean? So that's why I kind of speak on like places I've gone that I wouldn't dare mention, but the scars from battles fought are impossible to hide. It's just more like you see it on my face and in my countenance, but, I can't really speak on, you just kind of have to get used to you have to adjust basically without me saying, and it's kind of like a story from that perspective with me just saying like, hey, I know you haven't seen what my eyes have seen, but you can feel what I've been through. So,
Kenneth, man, it sounds like you've been through some turmoil, man. How's your heart? You been through
a little bit? Yeah. I think
you ever been married?
Yeah.
You married now?
It's
so you can't speak on it, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot of those songs about that situation.
About the situation. So shit, this is a heartfelt. This is a passion.
Yeah, it's
project.
a real it's not made up stories. You know.
The last words song.
Yeah.
And that's about the last words.
Yeah, it's but that particular song is about. The idea came to me more so in the moment of like a rapture type of scenario, but it's also like me speaking to somebody I care about very much, in that moment, So it's kind of like the words I would mean to say, when it counted the most. So
it just seemed like it must, because you hear these stories. You listen to Jay-Z's album; he's talking a lot about his personal relationship and being very revealing. I mean, how difficult is it to be an artist who lives on the road and sustain a relationship?
It's really difficult because I mean, naturally, distance creates a certain higher need for connection. If you want that particular situation to work, and a lot of times it's hard, because as an artist, it's not set in stone what it is that you're gonna be able to provide with, and I think that in my case, specifically, I wanted to, provide well, and that's just, that became the elephant in the room, as opposed to like these emotional issues, or, issues like that I might, somebody might be dependent on me to deal with. I'm just like, really trying to take care of my responsibilities. So, yeah.
What month you born in?
June.
June?
Yeah.
Late June or early June?
Middle.
Middle? You do Gemini?
Yeah.
Oh, them crazy ass. Okay, I see. Yeah. Gemini.
They pleasant.
Passionate.
Yeah.
They love hard.
And they're fun.
And you love in this
There you
album.
go.
Yeah, this
Who said that?
album.
Thank
Tracy said that. Well,
What does that mean?
That was Tracy. I want to play this song Motive.
There we go.
What's the motive behind this song Motive?
It is about, it's like, once again, one of those moments, it's like, okay, let's go into this place between us and kind of figure out, whether we're the reason, whether, forget the outside reason before anybody else can, like, kind of take responsibility for the fall or the success, let's just find a way to, like, see if we're the reason, what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. All right. This is Motive. Kenneth Whalum, 888-742-3345. It's different for Shade 45. I know you're going to dig it. Call up. You want to ask him a question. Good. Kenneth Whalum is here. His new project is called Broken Land. Sometimes, man, you got to step out of your comfort zone of what your listening palette is like. You can't even put that in a genre. If like, where would you don't have to, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. I just make it, and where people accept it is, what I'm saying, kind of the goal. So
yeah.
But then, so how do the Grammys factor in for you? Because that is, I guess, like the one time that they do have to figure out how to categorize. Is that important to you?
No, I haven't put any thought to that. But
have you won any?
No, I've been on a winning project.
But you don't get one even if you play on.
You get the plaque.
Okay.
Yeah, you get the nice gold foil plaque. I mean, shit with,
Yeah, Kenneth don't give a damn about that shit. Shit didn't pay my Con Ed.
Yeah, it ain't paying nothing.
It ain't paying a damn
That's
thing.
exactly how I look at it, too.
Yeah. Who would you tour with? Like, would you go out with Glass? Are you cool with Robert Glass?
Yeah,
all
we
these
talked
guys?
yesterday. Yeah.
Tell him I said what up. When he gonna come kick this freestyle?
I will.
Yeah.
I saw him on here on the piano.
He be clowning around on social. I be seeing him. Tell him come on back.
It's actually funny. I mean, like, he can actually spit, like, but he's always joking. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you kind of got to take it in that way. But, yeah, I've actually seen him spit, like, on the spot.
Yo, Rob used that joking thing as a, you ain't got to pause. We grown, man. Okay. All right. Once you
crazy to me,
did it? Okay, you needed to. Okay, go for it. You in the 30s. I'm in my 40s. You don't. When you get 40s, you stop pausing.
Oh.
All right.
What's that?
Tell Rob stop playing. Come on up here. It's a challenge.
Yeah. I got you.
Tell him I challenge him to come up here.
Got you.
All right. He can do it 5 fingers at that.
Got you.
Right. Congratulations on this project, man. You're gonna be the guy up front.
Yeah.
You're gonna be the dude in the mic saying, "Okay, ladies, this next song came to me after a situation in my life. When I was in decision, and that's how this song came about.
Yeah.
If you're with me, can you sing along? You that guy? You got that sex appeal thing too?
I mean, honestly, I mean the song so much, I don't mind performing them, and I don't really think of it. And I think because I've been in so many performance situations, I don't really think of it. I don't premeditate it at all. I've done a few shows, with this new stuff, and it feels natural. It feels just as, easy as it does when I might walk up with somebody else on tour. But I'm more excited about it because I'm actually meaning it. I've been on stage so long, supporting people sing songs that they really care about and things that they really believe in. So I just like being able to do it for myself too.
To do it for himself. Kenneth Whalum, I keep saying your name. You hear that, Wonder? He likes Wonder's like that. He's a real improv guy too. Would you say that one? Can you hear me, Wonder?
Wonder.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we like improv guys. Your brother, going around the world with Bruno Mars. Has he shared that? That's the #1 band in the world right now.
Yeah.
Easily.
They're killing it.
They're killing it.
Yeah.
Then they had Anderson .Paak open it up.
Anderson.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That
They
concert
killing
and You know,
Killing it.
what is that? Bruno is he incorporates the band members to not. I know you're not on the band, but I'm sure you've seen it. They're singing, they're dancing, they're playing, they're doing studio.
I was on it before, yeah.
But
like
you was
at
on it
the
before,
beginning.
yeah. So that's not always common. That reminds me of the Barcades and all these different old school bands,
Right.
Earth, Wind and Fire. You know,
Yeah.
Is that the whole mentality?
Yeah, I mean, the three guys on horns, like my brother Cameron and the
Mm-hmm.
other two, Dwayne and James, were all in marching band together at Morehouse.
Wow.
Okay.
And when the opportunity came, I personally felt it was not really gonna be my thing in terms of like a fit. You know what I mean? So I did a couple of things with them, like the VMAs. We did the Amy Winehouse tribute and stuff like that. But my brother and them really like had a chance to like know Bruno and like, you know, really build that relationship. But they already had that, like, you know, they were in marching band, you know, high stepping and, you know, doing different things and, you know, were prepared to be active like that. So they kill it though. I mean, it's just like it was supposed to work that way.
It was.
You know?
What is it that you find? Now I'm just picking your brain because Kanye, Maxwell, Bruno, Crit, John Legend, did I say Beyonce, Jay-Z? These are the biggest names in the business, the most successful at what they do. Is there a common thread between all of them that you recognize?
I think it's a certain focus that I've seen, even if they don't maintain it all the time. I think there's a certain focus and a certain time that they all go to. Like, you know, when it comes to hitting that stage, you know, all of them get focused in a certain way.
You see
know?
it, right?
And I would imagine that in the recording process, it's the same way. You know, it's a certain place that you can go and perform, you know, and to actually execute exactly what it is that you see in your mind. And I think that all of them share that, you know.
I used to close my eyes before big interviews on MTV, like big, like President Obama at the White House live.
Yeah.
Right, big. You know, like
Huge.
big to me was going to see Pimp C when he was still locked up. Big, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I take you,
Huge.
yeah, you know. And I would do this process where I close my eyes for a good 30 seconds just before, and I made sure I open my eyes in laughter.
Wow.
Like I almost like I can't believe I'm doing this shit, but if I'm doing it, let's just knock it out. You know, it's a blessing. Let me knock it out the park.
Yeah.
Did any of those people have a little idiosyncrasy about how they got focused?
I haven't noticed.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, because I'm always in my moment. You know, probably at the same time. You know, when it's about time to go on, I'm probably like zoned in.
What do you do when it's about time to go on?
I just say a prayer.
Say a prayer?
Yeah.
Silent prayer?
Yeah, I just ask that somebody get touched by it. You know, whatever I do, because sometimes it may be, you know, you got to work where you are. So it may not be that I'm at the front, like, you know, telling my exact story, but you know, I believe that, you know, even from the sound of a saxophone, you know, certain people will pick up on certain things. Like the way I feel when I listen to John Coltrane, you know, it's healing to me, you know, and I feel like all of that works in a similar way, even if you don't know how it will. Even if it's one person that's paying attention, you know, I just always like hope that somebody and pray that somebody is catching it like that.
Careless Whispers. Is that a sax and Careless Whispers?
Yeah.
What you think of that? What do you think of that?
I ain't into that.
You wasn't into that?
Damn!
Wow!
George Michael?
No, I'm into the original. I think that it became a joke, though. You know, it's like that one thing, like the YouTube dude, like goes in the mall playing that. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody kind of turns it into it. It was cool though for that time.
For that time,
I ain't dissing the song. No,
No,
don't get me wrong,
I was like, damn, Kenneth, you're hardcore.
But you see how I associated with a joke, though. I associated with a parody, just because like I'm serious about my, you know, about my instrument. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I see it becoming like a thing, like that's what people like pull up to laugh at now.
Yeah, they played it at the end of Deadpool. You know what I mean? Like it was a big song in the movie Deadpool, but they use it in a joke.
They use it in a joking way, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's more personal for me. Like the song ain't bad, but I'm like, man, y'all turn this into the
That's how I feel about rap.
Talk about it.
talk.
You know, I hear a lot of these songs on the radio and I take them as a joke. So when we're reporting about stuff and people, I'm like, come on, why are we really so serious about this person and that song? I don't even
Parody music.
It's parody music, a lot of it to me. You know?
No, I'm with you.
Yeah. So, two things. You said you just like to go with the flow, and you hope, you know, you just kind of improv when you get on that stage, and before you get on that stage, and You hope that it touches somebody. And now that this is a natural transition, you being in front of the mic, telling your story instead of other people's, that means you in a different position, Heather, as now he ain't just got the sax. He didn't bring the sax. So when artists come up here, they got to use their instrument. And if he ain't got the sax, what's left? His voice.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, man. You knew where you was coming, Kenneth, right? You didn't prepare to...
What we doing?
All right, Wonder, drop a beat on him.
I pulled up. What's the situation going on right now? You got the door. Everybody's running around trying to see it go down. Tell the kids go back inside. Everything's gonna be alright. Your mama and your daddy, we gonna be just fine. We gonna get it all figured out this time. Now back to you. And whatever we got going through, we got a lot to lose. But if you leave now, I might have to tell you put the ring back. I might have to.
Kenneth Whalum, baby. That's off the top?
That's off the top. I mean, I didn't know we was coming there with it, honestly. I thought I had got myself off the hook, though. You know what I mean?
felt like
I was like, I ain't bringing the sax. He ain't going.
Yeah, so you thought you got off the, there's no off the hook here, baby. We just, you know what, and that was really interesting watching your process because you was kind of giving melody and putting word to melody right there on the spot.
Yeah, I don't really, that's really big for me. I don't really like, I don't, as a musician, like I got to hear it real, like right. I don't want to sing it in the wrong key or approach it the wrong way.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're a real musician. That's it. There's nothing wrong with wanting to do it right.
That's true.
Kenneth Whalum, man, this is real. I mean, I'm glad you came through. We just trying to make this happen for a second, right?
Yeah. No, thanks for inviting me up.
Absolutely. The new project is called Broken Land. It's out now. We got a chance to touch on a few of the songs, but this is a really what is today? Wednesday, Tuesday. This is a good album to listen to from front to back. It's one of those things where you're not gonna necessarily want to pick the single out because it's the way you did it, the sequence conceptually, it really works. I listen to albums back to front. And then front to back, and I come back with it, and I really enjoyed your project, man. I can't wait to see you perform live. And
Thank you.
Are you gonna do like cut off shirts or that sort of thing? Like
I think I'm going shirt off, man. I got
shirt
a few
off?
sit-ups
There you
to do.
go.
I heard I got a few sit-ups to do. I think it's okay. But
Yeah, shirt off.
yeah,
There
shirt
you
off.
go. OQ. We've been trying to get OQ to take his shirt off.
After Kenneth does
When I do it, okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
Coming
We're gonna end with the song that really shocked the BET Hip Hop Awards. Might Not Be Okay, featuring our good friend Big Crit.
Right.
This is
Shout out Crit.
Shout out Crit. This on the project too. A very powerful song. Kenneth, thank you, man. Tell your brother we said what up, man.
Definitely. Thank
All right?
you, bro. Appreciate
okay.
you.
Absolutely, man. Sway in the morning, and we're going to do Stump Wonder up next. If you think you can Stump Wonder, 888-742-3345.
It's Sway in the morning. Only on Shade 45.